you're a royal, you know, you're never too far away from an engulfing crisis. Oh no, we've seen that, haven't we, over so many years. A lot of people think that, you know, you are removed from this sort of thing. But now, sadly, for Catherine, the Princess of Wales, it looks like she's engulfed in this brand new crisis over at the commercial channel ITV. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. And as ever, lovely to have your company. If you don't know this particular story that's breaking out across the United Kingdom, it's all about the disgraced TV presenter Philip Schofield and, of course, the sort of furore surrounding all of that. We don't need to go into too much grisly detail. I mean, the problem is, you see, with the channel itself, it's now being exposed as a toxic place to work in, you know, that type of thing. And what's rather strange in itself, in fact, is that Carolyn McCall, the CEO, the very woke, I might point out, CEO of ITV, you will have noticed that under Catherine's tenure, virtually all the ads are very BAME related, you know, and most of the presenters tick every single box that you could possibly wish to tick. You know, that's how, you know, keen she is. A former editor of The Guardian, and she brought along as a deputy another member of The Guardian, so you can see exactly where this channel has gone. Not only that, Caroline has proven to be a very good source, if not necessarily friend, of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. So much so, in fact, that Meghan's tip-off of an acrylic nail basically meant that their very successful breakfast TV host was removed from his post. Yes, whichever way you look at it, you know, Meghan at that point simply did have that power. But now they have a bigger crisis, and it's not really just to do with the disgraced TV presenter Philip Schofield. It's all about something that makes the channel a lot of money, gives it a lot of prestige, and more importantly, you know, now can they retain it, given the fact that so many people and their share price and backers, advertisers, are bailing out of this once very successful channel. And of course, let's not forget that if Carolyn McCall is removed, resigns, leaves, axed, whatever you want to call it, where does this leave this for the Princess of Wales? It is, of course, her carols at Christmas, been very successful over the last 2 years, a mega ratings hit, sold around the world, so very lucrative for the channel ITV. And it was that particular show, the very first year, where we saw Catherine sitting down playing the piano so elegantly, accompanying the pop star. Remember that? Of course, they don't want to lose it, but now, as a very good source told me, you know, obviously the palace itself is watching how this particular storyline plays out. And this is simply because obviously they can't be attached to something that's proven to be negative, toxic, and not a particularly nice place to work. And as ever, we have to say allegedly. Now, the bottom line is this: moving forward, obviously we've got 6 months down the line, but planning for this particular concert does start to take place just at the end of the summer. And normally the broadcaster is in line. Right now, there is no deal in place. Whatever ITV might say, you know, Catherine, being the Princess of Wales, can relinquish any ties at any point and look to another broadcaster. Now, this would make perfect sense, in fact, because whichever way you look at it, even if you think about it, there's always going to be people, previous people, who were associated with that channel, which may make this particular association look bad. For now, all we can tell you as ever is this is a developing story. We can be assured that Carols at Christmas will go ahead, again put together brilliantly by the Princess of Wales, one of my favourite events actually of the festive season. But more importantly right now, is it a, well, shall we say, an event without a home? As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.